Hi everybody, Cynthia here. I am back. I know I've been a little MIA and I apologize for that, but I am back doing videos every Tuesday, tutorial videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And I'll probably upload different types of videos throughout the week, but those days I'm guaranteeing that I'm going to upload video tutorials. So today, I'm making this cute little box, this cute little gift box. Let me see if I can get you guys a little closer. Okay, so the flower that I have on top, I've already done a video tutorial on how I made these, and I will make sure I post the link below to that. This is the side, the back, and the bottom. And same here. I did two of them. This one I did a little faux stitching around the sentiment, and I didn't really like it. I liked it better plain, so I didn't do it on this one. But basically, I designed this box so that I can gift the really large TicTac containers in my Happy Mail. And so, you know, it's a pretty decent sized box. But then it also, like a lot of my friends and I are on low carb or no sugar, you can also put like a whole lot of, these are little peanut butter cups and fat bombs for keto. You know, I was able to fit 6 of these in there, and they're pretty large. So just to give you guys an example of what you could fit in. No sugar snacks. I'm sure you could fit like a ton of Hershey Kisses. Oh, also, they also fit 4 packs of the Trident gum. So they're pretty decent treat box size. And I don't know, I really wanted it designed for this large TicTac container. I know there's a lot of mini TicTac container videos out there. But if you want to learn how I made the flowers, like I said, I will post a link below. But today we're going to put the box together. So let me set these aside. The paper that I used was from this really cute paper studio kit called Bees. And I'm just going to show you the back. I loved the floral prints and the honeycomb paper on it. And then it came with all of this ephemera here, which is in this pack here. And then it came with this really cute sticker pack. And then there's also an alphabet sticker pack as well. And I got that at Hobby Lobby. Okay, and then the sentiments that I cut out, I used this die set that I picked up from Hobby Lobby a little while ago, and I used the smallest one to stamp out Thinking of You, and then I used the second one, or the one up from that, to cut out the yellow piece right there. And then I backed it up on with some foam tape for dimension, and I'm just gonna put that on here right now. So that's ready to go. Okay, and then I already have my flower. The only thing I did different is this tiny little bee that's on my flowers here. I actually cut that. If I have a piece, I'll show you. Yeah. I actually cut that off of a scrap piece of this paper. And I cut it out and I glued it to my flower. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so for the box itself, you're going to need a sheet that measures 9 3/4 by 6 inches. And you're going to line it up at the 9 3/4 mark, and you're going to score at 4, and then again at 5 3/4. And then you're going to turn it around and line it up for the 6-inch mark, and you're going to score at 1 3/4. Flip it to the opposite side and score at 1 3/4 again. That's for our box. Now I'm going to score the lid right away so we can put away the scoreboard. The lid measurement is 4 9/16 by 3 13/16 of an inch. And you're going to score at 1 inch on all 4 sides. Okay, so let's set aside our scoreboard, and I'm gonna fold all my score lines for my lid. Again, the lid size is 4 9/16 by 3 13/16 of an inch. After you fold up your score lines, you're going to want to cut on them. And then I cut a little angle piece out of here. And you're going to create 4 little tabs. So you'll have these 2, well, there's 3 on each side, but you'll have these 2, and you're going to turn it around and do the same thing on this side. Cut up on the score line to meet the next one. Just don't cut over the score line here. And you're going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, so you should have 4 little square tabs on the ends. We're going to flip that around, and then in the center here, we're going to mat that right away. And the mat size that I have here is 2.5 by 1 3/4. And it's pretty much going to go right up to the edge, so just be careful when you're gluing it. And we're going to place that right in the center. Flip it back around, and I'm going to pull these 2 tabs in and add some liquid glue and close them up. So we have 1, 2. I'll press them down with my bone folder here. I'll just put glue on both of them. The lid's so tiny. Okay, so that is the lid of our box. We're going to set that aside and get out the actual box and fold up the score lines. So it should look like that. We're going to go in on the side here and cut up on this score line to meet up with this score line. Just don't cut over. And the same thing on this side. Flip it around to the opposite side and do the same thing. Cut up on this score line to meet up with this one. Okay, so you should have 3 tabs on this side and 3 on this side. We're going to fold these in and put some liquid glue. You can use double-sided tape or whatever you're more comfortable using. I just use liquid glue. And we're going to pull this up and meet it to this side. So just pull up, meet to that side. Same thing on this one. Put some glue. And we're going to meet that up. And then I'm going to put glue on this tab over here. And close up the box. Just make sure you have it nice and lined up before you really press it down with your bone folder. And then this side, put glue on this flap here. And just lay it right down. Make sure it lines up nicely. And press it down. So then my front mat here measures 2 3/8 by 3 7/8 of an inch high. So 3 7/8 by 2 3/8. And that's going to leave you a nice little white border of cardstock. I'm just going to press it down again all the way around the edges. So do the same thing on the back. 2 3/8 by 3 7/8. And then our side pieces measure 3 7/8 by 1 5/8. Again, I'm going inside the box to press it down with my bone folder. And we have one more side. Okay, and we have our TicTacs. Fill it in perfect, and let me put it this way. I think it looks cute that way. You could decide which part you want to be the front of your box. And then I'm going to put my sentiment right here, and that's going to cover that V up. So I think I'm going to put it right here. Now I did put the lid on before I put my sentiment on, because as you can see on here, it looks nice and centered, but it's really, if you put it on centered with the lid off, you'd actually have to move it up a little bit. So that's why I did it with the lid on. So I'm going to add a little bit of liquid glue. Pop that on. Okay, so now the ribbon here I have wrapped around, and then I just made this little banner piece hanging off on the side. And I used black and white gingham ribbon that I purchased at the Paper Mart online. And I will leave a link below to that as well. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a little bit hanging off. And right in here, I'm going to glue it to the side of my box. So I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue. Just run a little piece there. And glue it just like that. So this piece is going to hang off. We're going to wrap it around, glue it down, and then trim it. Okay? Let me try and get it centered as best you can. You know what, let me take the TicTacs out for now because they make a lot of noise when I wrap it around. Let me try this again. Hot glue in the center. You could use double-sided tape too, but I tend to use hot glue a lot. Oh, I guess I didn't get enough on there. There we go. Okay, so pull this piece aside and glue this down. And then what I did right here in the center is I just added a dab onto the ribbon, and then I pushed the ribbon together, but I kind of made them pull out so they're not right sitting on top of each other. And then you're just going to take your scissor and cut like a banner cut. Here we go. And the same thing on this one. You just want to make sure you pull that bottom piece away so you're not cutting into that when you make your little banner. There we go. Okay, so it looks like that. And it just hangs out on the side here, which I kind of thought was a little different and cute. And then I'm just going to take some hot glue, put it on the base of my flower, and it's ready to go for the top of my box. And that's it, guys. That's how I made this little TicTac treat box or little gift box for pretty much anything you want, really. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and happy crafting.